What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Screen Sanctum reaction. I'm Steve. Today we're going to react to Brooklyn Nine-Nine Season 2, Episode 10, The Pontiac Bandit Returns. Yes, more Craig Robinson. Hopefully it's the same Pontiac Bandit. He's hilarious. Last week was the road trip, a really awkward trip where Amy divulged that she actually wanted to break up with Teddy, and they did. And now what's going to happen between Jake and Amy at work and Jake and Sophia? How long is that going to last? I can't wait to see how that plays out. But right now, we've got the Pontiac Bandit Returns, and I'm here early morning, haven't eaten yet, just having a Coke Spice. This thing is nuts. It's raspberry flavored. But anyway, let's get right into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yes, Christmas episode.
Whoa, thank you, good sir.
I have to get back to my ecstasy task force. We have to bag a major Giggle Pig player sooner. They're gonna shut us down.
Yeah, they gotta get a Giggle Pig.
Jake, holy crap, 9
What
o'clock.
is he? Jack Sparrow? There he is.
Doug Judy. Okay, Santa, stay calm.
Just jump on his back. Damn, just pulled out the strap. Christmas tree sales. Oh my god, that's not great.
Hey, Rosa. Merry Christmas, girl.
He still wants to take her out on a date.
Holidays of many cultures approach. This truly is a joyful time.
Very joyful.
The seventh wonder of the world, Doug Judy, a.k.a. the Pontiac Bandit, foiled at last.
I hope it's recurring that he always slips through their fingers and they always have to recatch him.
Judy, this is my moment. You are not to enjoy it.
I can't help it. I'm proud of you. Anyways, it's a shame I gotta ruin your celebration by cutting the deal and getting out of here.
Never.
I know a lot of real
He does.
high-profile felons. Makes me a very desirable talented.
What do you know?
We're listening.
No. We're not listening. We can't hear him. Everybody shoot your guns in the air.
Gina, they may be getting serious.
Oh shit.
Don't you dare say that! We need to figure out what is in this horrible package so we can determine where they're at.
It's gonna be lingerie, isn't it?
So this is where all the tape went. I gotta put up these pictures my daughters drew.
And I need some because I cut my hand.
Oh. Jesus.
I know he has a strict no-gift policy, but I found a loophole.
No buts.
So I was just gonna throw out this brand new squash racket, but then I thought, hey, maybe the captain could use it. Anything I spent money on. Then I realized my time is worth nothing.
Oh, Jesus, Amy.
All right, before we make a deal with this evil monster, can I just ask something? Is Giggle Pig really that important?
Yeah, it is.
I say the only way we make a deal with Doug Judy is if he can give us the top guy, Tito Ruiz.
I can give you Tito Ruiz. Drugs are stupid, except for weed and sex pills. Man has knees.
Yeah.
Rosa, Rosa, Rosa.
Dude. Yo.
The DA, however, will offer a reduced sentence in return for Ruiz's arrest.
He ain't
5
going to
years.
jail. He's escaping.
Put me up in a 5-star hotel like the Royce, unlimited room service and minibar privileges.
$60 a day meal allowance, no minibar.
4-star hotel like the Oneida, 200 in food.
Good Lord.
I get to go crazy on candy and nuts.
Agreed.
No, I'm in. Let's do this. Big sugar.
Oh,
What?
shit.
All right, fine. If this is going down, I want to be on this case.
All right, Big Sugar. 4-star hotel room. You happy?
Okay.
Big sugar.
Let's make out.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Look at his face.
Tag team is on call for backup. What are you doing? You look like a pervert.
Gotta get GPS tracker in his shoe. He is not getting away from me again.
You have to fend for yourself since your mother was struck by lightning. And Rosa, you could be my wife. Rosa.
Why would you take your wife with you to meet a drug dealer?
Because we partners in everything we do.
I love this guy.
Has Captain Holt ever told you about the Brooklyn broiler?
Yeah.
Oh no, what's this?
You flamed out. Dirtbag.
Dude, that looks like Chris Evans.
Tito, what's up, my man?
Doug, Judy. Who are they?
That's my bodyguard, Selena. We doing it on the DL.
Oh my God.
Always start with a side-to-side sway. Real smooth, real slow. Pop it. Hot. Yeah. Now pull it. Yeah. Pull it back. Pull it back hard.
This is good. Very clever. I love this.
Kind of like a fun Christmas four-way, right?
Oh,
Well
shit.
put, Lynn.
Yeah.
A very sweet sentiment.
No.
Oh, it's probably just the box.
A digital scale. You went way over our price limit.
I did.
And I love it.
Oh, shit.
But you had to.
Man, the Pontiac Bandit is good.
I'll never forget you, Dante Thunderstorm.
This is beautiful. Oh, shit.
I want to thank you for my gift.
You like the scrapbook?
I don't know. I'm a man of my word, so I did not
Peruse.
You told me to my face that I made a mistake, and that's as far from brown-nosing as one can get. I respect you
is.
for that. Will you please help me figure out who set those other fires?
Ooh.
I love Holt, man.
We need to break them up for their
No.
sake, for our sake.
Agreed.
They're gonna sleep at each other again,
how
huh?
clammy your hands are.
I'd like to propose a toast to Detective Diaz and her task force, who successfully brought down Tito Ruiz.
Awesome.
Great work, everyone. Drink up.
So is that the last we're gonna hear about Giggle Pig? Is that thread done?
Doug Judy still hasn't surfaced.
Yeah, he has. He just sent me this.
Oh, Lord.
Greetings from paradise. Actually, I'm a little disappointed in the hotel. How you mess up an omelet? He drove the garbage truck. You may also remember him as the room service waiter I had you tip so generously.
Oh, shit.
He ordered the lobster. It was code for Kyle to follow him.
Anyway, tell Dia she loves me. Merry Christmas.
Tell Diaz she loves me.
Thank you. I know how hard that was to make that choice and let him get away.
No.
Rosa
It was
is
an
a
easy call.
great boss. She could be captain.
So much and it's been so stressful and it went so well.
Whoa, she's
Seriously, look at me. I
happy.
cannot stop smiling.
That's
How do
crazy.
people do this with their faces?
I was gonna say she's never really that happy. That was good. Oh, the Pontiac Bandit, you son of a bitch. The one thing I wanted from the Pontiac Bandit was him to escape. I know usually you don't want the criminals to escape, but in the world of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I really want this to be a thing. Like every season, the Pontiac Bandit returns again. And then maybe by this, like the last season, they actually catch him, or they don't. Either way, but I love Craig Robinson, and he's perfect in this role. The Pontiac Bandit and Jake play off each other so well because it's like they really are like best friends. It seems, you know, nemesises. They're nemesises. Is that how you say it? He's Jake's nemesis. But whenever they get together, he's so giddy because I guess he has the high of, oh, this is the time I got him. And Jake likes to have fun. The Pontiac Bandit loves to have fun. So when they're together, like you saw, they're putting on robes and jumping on the bed. It's absolutely hilarious. So I'm glad that he came back and I'm glad that he escaped. So hopefully we see him again in the future. You could let me know, do we see him again? I really hope we do. And I feel like we will. It was really good that Rosa got this win because she's been really, really stressed by this task force. And, you know, she's a great leader, a great boss. They got it done. And look at that. She smiled at the end. So it looks like 10 episodes in, halfway through season 2, Giggle Pig is done. I would hate for them to bring it back and have Rosa, like, give her false hope. So I do think it's done. So hooray, Rosa and the task force for getting that out of the way. Amy, of course, she has to kind of kiss up to Holt. She loves, adores him, looks up to him so much. She's such a great officer that technically she doesn't need to do that because he already recognizes how good she is. But it's funny for the story that, she always wants to do something nice for him. And I like the little twist where, yeah, she was creating a gift, but they put a little side plot there that while creating it, she does a little, detective work of her own to like make the collage perfect. And she finds out that, Holt put someone away for a few charges that were unrelated to him. So it was really nice that, one, it fits Holt's character that he doesn't want gifts because he's been saying that the last 2 Christmases, and usually all the parties that he throws, he doesn't want one. But, there was a little technicality that the collage was kind of technically evidence, so he had to look at those pages. But, even when Amy mentioned that she had to tell Holt the truth about the case, I personally figured he wouldn't be mad because he doesn't seem to have an ego. Like, he's a great cop and a great captain. He just wants to catch criminals and put them away for what they did. He doesn't seem like not revenge, that's not the word I'm looking for, like the type of person who would want to pile on fake charges just to punish someone even more. So I figured once he found out that, oh, this guy was sent away for this long and it was an error and it really should have been this long, I thought, he'd be like, that's a big mistake, even though from 3 life sentences to 2, it's still life, but it's correct. And that's how Holt works. Like, that's how he is. And so the way it ended up was the way I figured it would, because to me, that's just how Holt is. Gina and Charles and the parents, it seems like now we're shifting from Giggle Pig, maybe a couple of episodes to that relationship. And it's going to be hilarious, I know for a fact, but I don't think it's something that'll probably last too long. I'm guessing they'll wrap it up in an episode or 2. We'll probably have to have 1 episode or 2 where they're trying to sabotage them and nothing works. And then maybe like the 3rd episode is where the parents are like, you guys gotta like stop messing around with us. Like, we love each other, and they stay together, or something happens and they figure out, it was a nice fling and maybe we fell a little too hard, but it is what it is and we shouldn't be together. But I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, I feel like that'll be 2 or 3 episodes maybe. So I don't know if now the back half of this season is going to be like case of the week, or if there will be another larger plot. When we saw the Giggle Pig leader, it's weird because the first thing I thought of was that was the dude from Breaking Bad. But then as I was watching, there was some angles where it didn't really look like him, one of the twins. But then at the end, I saw his name in the credits and I was like, oh, that was him. So it was weird how it looked like him initially, and then from like a different angle of the camera, it didn't, but it was him. So that was really a neat cameo to have him in there. Another great episode. Obviously, I can't say enough about Craig Robinson as the Pontiac Bandit. He's perfect for this show, and to sprinkle him in once a season, I think is perfect. If we got him twice a season, I would not be mad, but then it would kind of like take away, I think, a little bit. If you catch him twice a year and he gets away twice a year, I think that might be a little bit too much. So once a year is fine. And I love his elaborate schemes because you don't even think about it at the time. Because as I was watching it, I was like, okay, last time, the only reason why he got away is because he had an accomplice. Remember the guy in the other car who was pretending to like be part of a different crew or whatever, and he was actually working for him and they got away. So I was like really watching this closely. Like, is there going to be a window that he could jump out of? Maybe he has a parachute. I'm like, there's no one here with him. How is he going to get out? I never even thought that the waiter was his friend, which is kind of crazy. So now that I'm thinking back, I mean, it is kind of difficult for this theory to work, but Craig, or the Pontiac Bandit, was really pressing on Lobster Thermidor, and he knows Jake's personality, that he would definitely order something that he doesn't know what it is just because someone else really wants it or talks it up. So I'm guessing they banked on this because the Pontiac Bandit's accomplice already had everything. So he was the one to bring it up. He was the one to get the tip and the money, which helped them get, I guess, the garbage truck to get away, rather than the accomplice already legitimately working for the hotel to be the one to bring the food up. So you could tell me, because I think he said something at the end about him, and I missed it because I'm doing a reaction, and sometimes I talk over funny parts. So you let me know which one of my theories about the accomplice either is true, or which one do you think makes the most sense. That he predeterminedly figured Jake would order the lobster, or that the accomplice actually did work for the hotel. So again, all in all, the Pontiac Bandit Returns, 2 thumbs up, another great episode. And again, for like the 1,000th time, I can't wait to see where he pops up again. So what did you think of this episode? What did you think of my reaction? Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And once again, I'll see you on the next video. Peace, guys.